All right, today we're going to practice graphing on our calculator and finding a good window. All right, so I have my calculator up here on the screen. It should look exactly like your calculator. All right, so we're going to start by putting an equation into what's called your Y editor. This button up here on the top left is your Y editor, the Y equals button. All right, so you're going to click that button. And you see at the very top of your screen, you have plot 1, plot 2, plot 3. For this exercise, you want to make sure none of those are highlighted. If one of them is highlighted, you're just going to use your arrow keys and go up to that plot and then hit enter. You can see here now I have one highlighted. If I don't want it highlighted, again, I'm just going to arrow up and hit enter. And you'll see now it is not highlighted. So let's go ahead and erase the equation that's in here. So my cursor is on the first part of the equation. I can just hit clear and that will go away. All right, so I'm going to type in negative. Now remember, if you're using the negative sign, you have to use the one that's down here below, the one that's in parentheses. The subtraction sign is here along the right-hand side. So negative 3, the X button is over here next to the alpha button. X. The squared button is 3 below the green alpha button, squared, plus 5x minus 2. Now that I have the equation in, I want to see what it looks like. So I'm going to hit zoom and then the number 6 for my standard window, just to see kind of what the equation looks like. All right, so this is a pretty good window. I mean, I can see the equation. You want to make sure you can see the vertex and you want to be able to see your y-intercept. But I really want the graph to fill the whole window. So I'm going to look at my x values here, and I'm going to limit my x's to maybe, let's just take a guess, -3 to +3. Let's see what that looks like. So if you go up here to your window button, which is to the right of your Y editor button, and I'm going to set my X minimum to -3 and my X max to +3. And I'm just going to take a look at what this looks like by hitting the graph button. All right, so now I can see that this looks pretty good. It's a little bit shifted too far to the right. And I have kind of a lot of extra positive y's that I might want to get rid of. So I'm going to change my x value to -2. And I'm going to change my positive y value to maybe 5. So go back to window. I'm going to change the x minimum to -2. And I'm going to scroll down to my x max to +5. And I'm going to hit graph again. All right, so now that looks pretty good. I don't have a lot of white spaces in my graph. When you are transferring this to paper, I'd like you to draw a box that's about the same size as the window on your calculator. And I want you to make sure you write in the X mins and the X maxes and the Y mins and the Y maxes. And that's pretty much it.